A strange, magical hush fell over Mickey's clubhouse. The wind chimes didn't chime, the birds didn't chirp, and even Pluto's bark came out as a soft puff of air. The world had lost its sound. A note from Professor Von Drake appeared. The great symphony of fun has stalled. The music must be restarted. A shimmering, star-tipped conductor's baton descended from the ceiling and floated before Mickey. When he grasped it, his sorcerer's apprentice robes materialized around him. The baton was the key to restoring the world's music, but it needed to be charged with melody. The baton glowed, projecting a map of the clubhouse. The first note, a bright golden C, was hiding inside the cuckoo clock. Mickey conducted a small opening spell with the baton, and the cuckoo bird popped out, singing a perfect C that was absorbed by the baton. The next clue led to the kitchen. The note was a rhythmic D, trapped in the dripping faucet. Mickey conducted the drip drops until they formed a complex, joyful drumbeat on pots and pans. The rhythm solidified into the note, joining the first. Outside, the flowers were bent and silent. The baton pointed to a sleeping bumblebee. Mickey conducted a gentle lullaby, and the bee woke up, buzzing a cheerful melody that danced from flower to flower, making them stand tall and release a green E-note. Donald Duck, frustrated by the silence, started kicking a trash can lid in a rage. Asterisk clang, bang, asterisk instead of noise. It created a chaotic, discordant rhythm that started pulling the collected notes apart. It was anti-music. Minnie realized Donald's anger was part of the problem. Instead of stopping him, she and Goofy started dancing to his frustrated beat, turning his tantrum into a funky, synchronized percussion solo. Donald's frustration melted into laughter, and his rhythm turned joyful, releasing a solid F note. It needed a deep bass note. The baton led them to a babbling brook that was now still. Mickey conducted a deep, sweeping motion. The water swelled and rolled over the rocks, producing a deep, resonant G that vibrated in their chests. High on a hill, the wind was silent. Mickey stood on a rock and conducted the air itself, weaving the breeze through leaves and grass until it whistled a haunting, beautiful note that sounded like a flute. The final note, B, was the brightest and most powerful. It was held by a shy, sound-eating creature called a murmur who had absorbed it by accident. It wasn't malicious, just scared of the loud silence it had helped create. Instead of fighting the creature, Minnie hummed a soft, soothing lullaby. The murmur, calmed by the kindness, curled up. It glowed warmly and gently released the brilliant, sparkling B note. With all 7 notes collected, the baton erupted in a brilliant spectrum of light and sound, humming with immense power. It was time for the grand finale. Mickey led everyone to the top of the highest hill. Mickey raised the baton. He wasn't just conducting an orchestra, he was conducting the world. He brought in the wind for woodwinds, the brook for bass, the rustling leaves for percussion, and his friends' voices for the main melody. A magnificent, visible symphony of color and sound exploded from the baton. Waves of music washed over the entire land. The birds sang, the chimes chimed, and Pluto's joyful bark echoed loudly. The world was filled with a richer, more beautiful sound than ever before. The music didn't fade. The murmur, now a friend, decided to stay and became the guardian of the world's harmony, ensuring no single sound would ever be lost again. It sat on the roof of the clubhouse, purring contentedly like a living subwoofer.